Hello and welcome to a special mini episode of Cinema Decon, deconstructing and overthinking the movies of our younger years. My name is Steve, and along with my co-host Aaron, we revisit the movies that we keep in the back part of our minds as flawless masterpieces, untouchable by any criticism, and hopefully they stay that way. Join us as we rewatch a randomly selected movie from our list of 300 plus from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Today we'll be expanding on our new and hugely popular segment, the Muppet Recast. We will be doing several of these to cover all the Cinema Decon episodes back to the beginning.
You can find all of our full-length episodes on all the major podcast platforms, or just head out to cinemadecon.com.
For this mini episode, we'll be doing the Muppet Recast of our Episode 1, Coneheads.
Rules for this segment are: Rule 1, there must be one human. And Rule 2, Beaker must be in the cast. Because we all know Beaker is awesome.
Of course.
All right, Aaron, start us off. Which character do you want to talk about first?
All right, so this movie is was kind of a little easy because it doesn't have that large of a cast to go with. We basically have our main family members, Beldar. I actually don't recall how to pronounce
Prymatt.
Beldar, Prymatt, Connie, Ronnie, Mr. Seedling, the FBI agent, and Mr. Seedling's assistant Eli, played by David Spade.
Yeah, that's their name. I couldn't remember their names. I said Michael McKean and David Spade.
Oh yeah, Michael McKean and David Spade. So for this one, I'm just going down the list. For Beldar, what did you pick?
I have Beldar as my human.
You have Beldar as the human. Okay. I have a different human.
Well, hold on. Human, but I mean the same character as the movie, I guess you could say. I have Dan Aykroyd playing Beldar.
So you have Beldar as Beldar, not just random Dan Aykroyd.
As soon as I said human, it hit me that, well, it's a conehead.
as Remulac?
Remulac.
Yeah.
Remulacan?
Remulaki. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. In this position, I put Fozzie.
Fozzie. That's interesting.
I was sitting there picturing all the weird monotone lines and just coming out of Fozzie's, like can you imagine?
Well, what I'm picturing with that is exactly, with the deadpan joke delivery of Fozzie. So he says the Beldar lines in full seriousness, waka waka, and the crowd just stares at him. We are from France. Waka waka.
But we are from France.
So for Prymatt, I have Janice.
I was a 50-50 on that. I went Miss Piggy.
I almost did, but I like having Janice's hippie attitude to everything that Beldar does.
That's a good point.
I think that would work whether you have human Beldar or Fozzie Beldar, because Janice just doesn't give a shit.
That's a good point. That's good.
Fuck you, Howard.
I gotta rewatch that.
I did. I actually pulled that up, the behind the music of Electric Teeth. It was great. It's still great. We had to put Animal down.
Terrible, man. All right. Next up on the list is Connie, and this is where I put Janice, just because she struck me as the more free. She was the freer of the people, hence the hippie attitude.
So in a twofer here, though, I put Miss Piggy here because I also put Kermit as Ronnie.
All right.
So you got the love couple there,
and I went with Connie. Go ahead.
Well, I'll say Miss Piggy as Connie. You have her anti-everything attitude going back to the parents.
Mm-hmm. That works. And then with Kermit as Ronnie, had the obvious coupling there. I actually went with Ronnie as my human. There's something about Chris Farley surrounded with Muppets. That seems to be a theme whenever I find the humans. It's whoever I find funniest when they're the only ones surrounded by Muppets. Just without even dialogue or anything.
And that's why I went with Beldar. Same reason.
It's good.
Picture Kermit as the mechanic, though, going head to toe with Beldar, Like, I appreciate you getting off my back about it.
And now I'm picturing him saying that to Fozzie.
But these next two characters, I think, are going to be the best ones from both of us, because you got because these guys make the movie to me from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Who'd you have for Michael McKean?
So for Mr. Seedling, this was a toss up because my initial thought was Sam the Eagle, just because he's the go-to for like a government official, but I don't want to pigeonhole Sam like that. So I went with Bunsen Honeydew, with an obvious assistant, Eli, played by Beaker. So those two going around.
For a second time in a row, we have Beaker in the same role.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer there. David Spade's character is Beaker. That's just absolutely perfect comedy gold.
Somebody comes up to try to hand something to Miss Beaker's like, Mimi.
Or at the end where he's like the right-hand man to the alien on Remulac.
Yeah, exactly.
The head alien is just talking nonsense about how nobody likes him, and you got Beaker's, meet me. I did put Sam Eagle as Agent Seedling. I thought that was too perfect to pass up.
That was close. Yeah,
having that hardcore, super American deadpan delivery of everything, just too perfect. Especially when he starts speaking French.
Forgot about that. And now I'm picturing Sam the Eagle completely deadpan speaking French.
I can't do a Sam Eagle. That'd be horrible if I even tried.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna.
Let alone Sam Eagle doing French.
Yeah, I can't do either of those things separately. I'm not going to attempt them together. That was a really short one. There's just not that huge of a cast. I mean, we could delve in a little deeper with like the Remulac leader.
Yeah, there's several we could span out. Well, there's Phil Hartman was there.
Yeah, Phil.
And well, it's not that there's a lot of ladies to go around, but Connie's friends, Sinbad. We didn't do Sinbad.
Wow.
His boss at the cab company.
Yeah,
that one,
totally forgot about that.
That's kind of a gonzo.
Yeah,
role there,
especially in that suit.
The giving birth.
Yeah.
And dude from Seinfeld, with the toupee, Jason Alexander.
Yeah,
that'd be another one.
That's
Scooter.
Yeah, you can see that.
You can see Scooter.
I can see the Remulac leader Belushi as, say, like Ralph. Just sitting up there in his chair or in his hovering chair. And then Beaker, meep.
I like it. All right. That's a 12 minute episode there.
Quick 20-minute adventure, Morty.
In and out.
20-minute adventure.
I'm not kidding this time.
Well, that's all for this little episode. Thanks for listening, and we hope you stay with us through our little experiment. Who do you think had the best Muppet recast, and why was it mine? Let us know on our socials, and we'll be sure to tell you how wrong you are.
Please don't forget to subscribe and leave a review wherever you listen. Check out our website in the show notes to see the full list of movies we'll be covering in our rankings thus far.
We'll see you next time on Cinema Decon.
A podcast from the Sidereal Media Group. Back to you, anchors.
Come on, Tommy Lee is rich, good-looking, couldn't have been that bad.
Like he gave me hepatitis C. I only have 5 years to live.
You gonna show me those boobs?
F*** you, Howard. I'm dying.